look in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for room, it's Durham. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the toss. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air, it's Maddox. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires it down the seam. He's got it on the outside. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud recently. Like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. LSU right back to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. He did not make it, a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, LSU Bengals. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. The Rebels will hustle to the line. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Rebels! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Grabbed in the middle. It's Booker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They're going back to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
Man, I love what Reese says. Cheating, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
Off the play fake on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those puller's actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job on the defense being hyperactive.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. He's going to let it go. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the air, it's Reed. Finds a spot in the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch, that time the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you've got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Lost a throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Back to pass, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires into the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Maddox. Finds his big tight end. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
Really nice job on the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play. And there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. But that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Robinson will throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long, and they look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Booker. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 4 over Marshall. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Robinson looking to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Booker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They go to the draw. Gets it past the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
To the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Hansen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. With the catch, it's Alexander. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Touch pass on the run. Makes one man miss. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
And the Rebels have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Throws toward the end zone. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Finds his tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. from inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Pucks it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To throw, it's Hoover. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything there.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Booker. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Booker. Got room at the 35. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. LSU quick to the line. They're going to ride this running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now sliding to his left. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throwing that touchdown pass.
On to attempt the try. Bang bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's begin on what's going on in a big one in the American. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to Marshall. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, this offensive line, they've just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll test the right side. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Pulls it in. It's Watson. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Dropping back, it's Maddox. On the run, still looking. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Trying to get the corner. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to...
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Booker. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the ground. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run him from the gun, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Here's the pressure. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They want that clock to run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
The run to the right. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this four-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. Ole Miss gets the daily double. They win the Magnolia Bowl and beat LSU. And as always, they take victory in the tailgate. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.